So you can be a substitute for the A10.
That's an apples to oranges comparison again. Like, what do you mean a substitute for the A10?
Yeah, no, I mean for the ground support, close air support.
I think this thing is just as capable as, in the close air support, I'd say is just as capable as an F-16. You know, an A-10 is always going to be better at CAS than an F-35 is. That's because the A-10 was designed specifically for that mission. But if any other mission on the planet besides CAS, the F-35 wins, period. And the F-22 will be better at air-to-air than an F-35 is. But any other mission on the planet besides that one mission, the F-35 wins. That's the point. So I tend to go back to the F-16 because that's what I flew. That's what you guys have in your inventory now. And I'd say it's comparable in CAS. Once we can carry weapons and we get some of the restrictions removed, it'll be just as capable as an F-16 in CAS. And that's straight up. I'm not blowing smoke. I mean, the majority of the CAS missions that have been flown in the last 20 years in Iraq and Afghanistan and everywhere else have not been flown by A-10s. They've been flown by Predators, F-16s, Strike Eagles, and Hornets. The A-10s make up a very small percentage. So there's like this misconception that every bomb that's ever been dropped and every JTAC or guy in the ground that's ever been saved by an A-10. That's just not true. So, if the guys on the ground are concerned with that, I would say that they shouldn't be. They should only be concerned that the pilots of whatever aircraft it is properly trained and is doing their job, dropping the right bomb on the right target at the right time.
So of course you say it's apple and oranges, but the F-35 is going to replace the A-10 and the F-16 and all the, is it 6 different jets replaced?
I don't know how many it's going to replace. I mean,
the F-18 and the Harrier.
Well, some of the F-18s and the Harrier. Yeah, but if you guys want to go out and spend the money to buy other aircraft, you guys can, your countries can do it. But there's a reason we're all buying these. It's because it's prohibitively expensive to buy an A-10 and an F-22 and an F-15 and an F-18 and a Harrier, and all these things. There's a reason we're doing this. So, would you rather have a fleet of 30 F-35s, or I don't know how many you guys are getting? You guys know how many you're getting? 30. Yeah. Would you rather have a couple squadrons of F-35s, or would you rather have, one F-22, 2 A-10s, 4 F-16s?
But if they are better at the job, if the A-10s are better at, instead of having a medium car that can do everything, instead of have a pickup truck and a sports car, and instead of just having a Hyundai.
If you can afford it, have at it. But you can't. That's the bottom line. Nobody can. Like, it's getting really expensive to maintain all and develop those fighters, maintain them. So, that's the hypothetical. That's the hypothetical question. I'd like to have 8 engines go hypersonic and shoot friggin' lasers. It's not gonna.
Taxpayers.
It's not gonna happen, right?